Here's my recipe for cottage pie. Some beef. If you want to make shepherd's pie, substitute the beef with lamb mince. Squeeze a tomato puree, some veg. I'm going with mushrooms, onions, carrots and peas. Then you're going to put in a dash of red wine, a dash of relish. If you're in Yorkshire, use Henderson's relish. If you're elsewhere in the world, use Worcestershire sauce. A sprig of rosemary, a couple of sprigs of thyme. Use fresh if you can, as with all ingredients. I'm going to put a bit of flour in to thicken up the stock, which we're going to make out of that stock cube. And then garlic, as much or as little as you like. For the topping, potato topping, I like to put potatoes into the dish I'm going to put it in so I get a good idea of how many I'll need. I need some milk, breadcrumbs, grated cheese, butter and an egg. First thing we're going to do, melt a bit of oil into your pan and then it's in with your beef. Then we're going to gently fry that for a few minutes until all the beef has browned off. Once you've browned your mince off, time to go in with your carrots, onions and mushrooms. And we're going to give them a few minutes to soften down. When your veg have had a few minutes, time to go in with a glug of red wine, splash of your relish, and your rosemary and thyme that you've chopped up. Give them a mix round. Let them have a few minutes simmering. Burn off the alcohol in the red wine mostly. And then in with around a tablespoon of flour. After a couple of minutes of just getting the flavour of the flour gone, it's in with your peas and your garlic, as much or as little as you like. Give everything a good stir round so all those flavours can get to know each other for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go in with some stock. Next we're going to go in with a bit of salt, a bit of freshly cracked black pepper, about a tablespoon of tomato puree, and then about half a litre of beef stock. Then you're going to leave this on a low flame and let it simmer until it's reduced down to a thick sort of gravy finish, just what we're wanting. Once you've reduced it down to the sort of consistency you want, turn the heat off, remembering that it'll still thicken as it cools down, and then it's onto the potato topping. Once you've boiled up your potatoes, it's time to get mashing. Go in with a good knob of butter and an egg yolk in some milk. And get to work with your masher. Once you've got your mash ready, time to go in with your mince. Spread it round evenly. Now what you can do is let this cool down and put it in the fridge for half an hour and it'll firm up. Or you can just go straight in with your mash. Careful when you press it down though, you don't want all the gravy splurging up. Once your mash is on, get yourself a fork and just gently cover all the mince, and it's on with your grated cheese, and then last but not least your breadcrumbs, and it's into the oven at about 180 degrees until everything goes lovely and golden and crunchy and ready to eat. When it's done, should end up with something approximating that. Get a nice crunch and enjoy.